Republic Bank, Love FM Habitat Fair at the Kumasi Mall. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday News.
Let the water flow. Speak to him directly. President John Dramani Mahama. Yellow blood do.
The Midday News is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM here in Accra. We're on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi. We're on myjoyonline.com and affiliates in all 16 regions of Ghana, including Volta Premier in Ho, ATL FM in Cape Coast, and Radio Max in Takrady. We are live on X Spaces on Facebook and on YouTube. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up, government goes big on tax reforms, abolishing COVID-19 levy, and meanwhile exploration taxes in big tax restructuring in the 2026 budget.
We will abolish VAT on recognizance and prospecting of minerals. We will abolish the COVID-19 health recovery levy.
But this afternoon, we analyze what this means to government's total expected revenue of 268 billion cedis. Plus, take you live to Parliament for some reactions from the minority. Also in this bulletin, significant increase in Ghana's defense spending as government allocates over 10 billion cedis for next year, with more than 2.6 billion of that earmarked for the modernization of the Ghana Air Force.
Government will, from 2026, launch a comprehensive modernization program to strengthen the Ghana Air Force to today's evolving security challenges.
We bring you details as government readies to begin procurement process to secure 4 modern helicopters. And the Deputy Defense Minister pledges full government support to the bereaved families as investigations begin into the Elwak Stadium stampede.
Your child was a Ghanaian, and the government stands firmly with you during this difficult time.
Let's get the latest from sports.
Ghana's Black Stars are down by 2-0 to Japan in the Kirin Cup friendly.
And now picture this, unwinding in pure luxury after a long day under the blazing sun, letting the stress just melt away in a state-of-the-art digital jacuzzi that is built with TV and audio systems. Well, that's what the Latus home is bringing to the Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair. That's comfort, style, and innovation all in one splash.
This is the Bluetooth that is connected to the TV. You can put your pen drive like DVD cassette
into here and then you watch your movie.
Yes.
And we'll tell you how you can prepare to own one in just 13 days when the fair kicks off at the Kumasi City Mall. I am Hannah Odame. I bring you details of these headlines and more in this bulletin. Thanks for choosing us. Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. We start off with some announcements that was made by governments. There were sweeping tax reforms in the 2026 budget in a bid to restructure Ghana's tax regime and to boost revenue. The finance minister has told Parliament that a new tax reform will abolish the COVID-19 levy, mineral exploration tax, and also realign a number of the existing taxes. We'll hear from him shortly, but here are highlights from his presentation put together by Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kwekwa Sante.
Finance Minister Dr. Cassiel Atoforsen opened his 2026 budget presentation with a sharp critique of the previous Akufo-Addo government.
We met an economy in distress, weighed down by debt, weakened by mismanagement, and stripped of confidence.
On the economy itself, the government says it has begun the rationalization of the VAT system.
We will abolish the COVID-19 health recovery levy. We will abolish the decoupling of Get Fund and National Health Insurance levies from the VAT tax base. So, Speaker, we will abolish VAT on recognizance and prospecting of minerals.
In the energy sector, Dr. Cassiel Atoforsen disclosed that power purchase agreements that have long drained the economy have all been successfully renegotiated.
Mr. Speaker, for the first time, we are not accruing new arrests in energy sector.
The finance minister noted that ECG's revenue collection has improved and government will now focus on reviving declining oil production to boost energy output. One of the biggest highlights was the 24-hour economy.
3 new garment factories will be established to strengthen local manufacturing, export of non-ferrous scrap metals and raw rubber will be restricted. 7 new agro-processing plants will soon be fully operational.
Dr. Kasila Tuforsin announced the construction of 6 new regional hospitals.
Government will complete 10 Agenda 111 hospitals. We will continue the LA General Hospital, Efiem Kwanta Hospital in Sekendi Takoradi Metropolis.
The security sector will also see significant investment in 2026 with plans to retool the Ghana Armed Forces and the Fire Service, improve national security readiness.
For the Air Force, procurement will begin immediately in 2026 for 4 new helicopters and 2 aircraft to enhance airlift. Government will retool the Ghana National Fire Service with 100 fire tenders and assorted fire equipment.
The minority, in a sharp response after the budget presentation, dismissed the 2026 budget as a lamentations budget, claiming it offered little hope to the Ghanaian people.
After several months on the job, he came to repeat the same lamentation. And you say we should hail you. Look at the ministers and their faces. When he was mentioning some of the figures, the ministers were looking as if this is the first time they were seeing the figures.
But the majority leader fired back.
It is not lamentations. It is the continued unearthing of the bad economic management of the NPP that is being revealed every day. It is obvious from the budget statement that the NPP government was the worst case study of bad economic management.
Dr. Kasila Tuforsin's 2026 budget paints a picture of optimism, tax reliefs, infrastructural promises, and an ambitious 24-hour economy. But as always, the real test will be in delivery and whether the numbers will match the rhetoric in the months ahead.
Well, Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kweku Asante brought us that report. But let's now listen to the Finance Minister on the exact reforms on the VAT.
The new VAT reforms will do the following. We will abolish the COVID-19 health recovery levy. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the decoupling of Get Fund and National Health Insurance levies from the VAT tax base. So, Speaker, we will abolish VAT on recognizance and prospecting of minerals. Mr. Speaker, we will reduce the effective VAT rate from 21.9 to 20%. Mr. Speaker, we will raise the VAT registration threshold from 200,000 to 750,000 cedis. Mr. Speaker, we will extend VAT zero rating on the supply of local manufacturing textiles to 2028.
Well, let's also hear from some key budget allocations for the 2026 financial year.
Mr. Speaker, to unlock round-the-clock productivity, export and decent jobs under the 24-hour economy, we are provided an allocation of 110 million Ghana cedis in 2026 for the implementation of the 24-hour economy program. Mr. Speaker, we will be leveraging to the 24-hour economy program, we'll be leveraging with GIF and DBG and provide private capital to keep financing largely of the sovereign balance sheet. Mr. Speaker, we have allocated an amount of 2.2 billion Ghana cedis to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Right, Honorable Speaker, of this amount, we have allocated 245 million Ghana cedis for the Nkokon Ketsenketse and Livestock Program. We have also allocated an amount of 15.2 billion Ghana cedis for the energy sector shortfalls. Mr. Speaker, we have allocated an amount of 4.8 billion Ghana cedis to pay down some of the IPP legacy debt as we have negotiated. Mr. Speaker, we have also allocated an amount of 4.3 billion Ghana cedis to the Ministry of Roads and Highways for road construction.
You heard the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasila Tuforsin. Let's delve a bit more into the tax reform now. And Joy News team has been digging around this. And James Aveji joins us in the studio with more details. So what does this new reform mean for the ordinary Ghanaian, say those who go to buy from the shop?
Well, Hannah, so the Get Fund levy, as we know, in the on the existing tax is 2.5%. NHIL is also 2.5%, and the COVID-19 levy 1%, all totaling some 6%. What it means is that if you walk into a shop and you purchase, and that is just part of the total VAT of 21.9%. And so if you walk to a shop and you do a purchase of 100 Ghana cedis, if you consider these three taxes, you are paying 106 Ghana cedis. Then there is the 15% total VAT that is charged on that 106 Ghana cedis. What it means is that if you do 100 cedis purchase under the old VAT of 21.9, you are going to pay a total amount of 121 Ghana cedis, 90 pesos. And now, with the taxes that have been taken away, you have, it amounts to only 1 Ghana cedis, 90 pesos, which means that if you purchase 100 cedis worth of goods, you are paying a total of 120 Ghana cedis at the end of the day when the COVID-19 is taken away from this.
Interesting. But will government be losing anything as a result of this reform?
Government will be giving up to 5.7 billion Ghana cedis in total if this tax reform is implemented, taking away these taxes in revenue. But if you consider the COVID-19 alone, we are going to lose about 3.7 billion Ghana cedis. But in all, it will affect our targeted revenue with a total of 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. That's what we'll be losing. We'll be looking forward to how the finance minister looks forward to plug that revenue hole in terms of the revenue generation.
Thank you very much, James Aveji there. Let's go to the phone lines now and speak to the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA. Dr. Joseph Obeng has joined us. Well, how are your traders receiving the details of the 2026 budget?
So generally, the budget looks good. It seems that it is well thought of budget that have good intentions for Ghana, generality of Ghanaians, especially with regard to infrastructural development that is going to be undertaken by the government. The money that is going to agriculture means that we want to be self-sufficient when it comes to food.
Well, but then what have they also been telling you about the import aspects and the tax reforms?
Yeah, so when it comes to the tax reforms, that's where we have our problem. We have a serious problem because before the tax, before the budget, we were talking about uniformity of these taxes, the simplicity and then affordability of these taxes. And then with the VAT reform, the generality of the informal sector were paying a 4% flat rate. So for us, putting the VAT rate at 20% means that it has gone up, extremely up, where it's going to make compliance very difficult. And then the reforms has also brought segregation in the marketplaces, where because of the threshold of 750,000 is moving most of the traders from paying the VAT, whilst others will be duly registered to pay the VAT of 20%, all in the same space of trading. That's what is going to create the problem. And then we wanted the uniformity. So if we are talking about modified tax system and it can be spread across the board for all the informal sector, then it's okay. But for us to segregate the market and let some portions, people pay for the VAT and the others not paying. When we talk about the 750,000, all that it means is that somebody who is trading around 2,500 a day. You understand? And so you take that person out from paying the tax, and then the other person who pay maybe who make sales of 3,000 or 3,500 be made to pay the VAT. So what message are we putting to the populace or the traders? Because it means that the consumer who has the discretion to buy from whoever you want to buy will not go and buy from the one who is being made to pay the 20%. The 20% we are talking about, initially we were paying 4% in the marketplaces like Abusukai, Okanshi, Makola, Opera Square, Adum, Mankasim, and all that. Now, these marketplaces, we are going to pay 20% of VAT for such places. It's too much.
Yeah.
That's where the problem is. Initially, this standard rate was being paid at the supermarket and then the bigger wholesale entities. And now, bringing it this far, it means that we are going to contend with this amount of money, which is going to actually affect compliance. And then we are talking about the AI as a tool to enforce compliance and all that. Whilst we are not thinking about, we are talking about the rationalization of the taxes. The tax is too much.
Okay. We will have to end it here, but then we'll definitely continue the conversation with you on the Joy News channel. We had the president of GUTA, Dr. Joseph Obing, bringing us the reactions of traders there. Let's get to Parliament now, because the minority have also got some reaction. And Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kweku Asante joins us. Kweku, the minority is holding a presser currently as we are speaking. What's their verdict on the budgets?
Well, according to the minority, the bulk of the current successes with the economy is not due to any work that has been done by Dr. Kesel Atuforsin or that the John Dramani Mahama government. It is due to the work they had done as New Patriotic Party and the ground they have laid prior to the coming of office of Dr. Kesel Atuforsin. And so if there is any credit to be given for the gains in the economy currently, it is to be given to the New Patriotic Party. That is the first ground they've canvassed at this news conference. They also talk about the fact that the IMF have been sitting aloof and allowing the NDC government to go on government printing machinery, where the Bank of Ghana has been financing outlets like Gold Board without resources from the budget that has been approved. They say, despite signing an undertaking with the IMF, that will not be done. It appears the IMF has given the NDC a carte blanche to just in the way it wants, particularly with monetary financing. So ultimately, the point is that Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam has been canvassing is that this is not a budget that has hope anchored in it, but a part of the budget that has to do with the successes of the economy is attributable to the New Patriotic Party.
We had the Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kweku Asante bringing us the updates from the minority press out there. Let's move on. And this afternoon, a Joy News research has shown the government's defense budget for next year is expected to go up by some 70% with the retooling of the Air Force taking center stage. Over 10 billion cedis has been budgeted for 2026, and about 25% is expected to be spent on the revamping of the Ghana Air Force, with 4 modern helicopters expected to be procured in 4 years. The Joy News research team has been digging deep in this on the breakdown of this 10 billion defense budget and have details for you. But first, listen again to the Finance Minister, Dr. Kesel Atuforsin, announcing the retooling of the Air Force during the 2026 budget presentation.
Right, Honorable Speaker, in 2026, we will retool the Ghana Armed Forces. Mr. Speaker, before I proceed, let me honor the late Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebuama, whose vision laid the foundation for the retooling of our armed forces. In his memory, Mr. Speaker, government will, from 2026, launch a comprehensive modernization program to strengthen the Ghana Armed Forces, Navy, and Air Force to today's evolving security challenges. Mr. Speaker, this program will upgrade logistics, equipment, and infrastructure across all services. Mr. Speaker, for the Army, government has moved to renegotiate the 80 million Elbit Systems contract to secure 19 armor personnel carrier needed to boost ground readiness. So, Speaker, for the Navy, we acquired a 272-meter offshore patrol vessels fitted with helipads and modern combat systems.
Finance Minister there. Let's get more details on this headline figure of 10 billion, and head of research here at Joy News, Kofi AJ, joins me with more. So what do we know about this 10 billion cedis for the defense next year, Kofi?
Hannah, so that's the headline figure, 10.7 billion Ghana cedis. In terms of the breakdown, per what our checks, what we know is that the headquarters of the Defense Ministry is going to take about 7 billion Ghana cedis, and majority of that will be for compensation of employees, which is wages and salaries of those who fall under the Defense Ministry. We also understand that feeding under the Defense Ministry, majority of which will go to the armed forces, is about 300 million Ghana cedis. And the most important figure we are learning, the first time featuring in the budgets in the last 5 or 3 years, is the retooling of the Air Force, which will cost the state some 2.7 billion cedis, and forward-based operations and northern border security, as well as the construction of new barracks, will cost the state 150 million Ghana cedis. So the big headline figure is 10.8 billion defense budget, very big, the highest since independence, and the fact that retooling of the Air Force will cost some 2.7 billion cedis.
The procurement process will start in 20.
We had the head of research here at Joy News, Kofi AJ. So the Deputy Finance Minister, Thomas Ampemnyako, has been speaking on the Super Morning Show, giving further details about government's plan for the new air assets.
The procurement process will start in 2026, and it takes time for the manufacturing of these aircrafts for them to be delivered. In fact, for the aircrafts, what I was told is that they will be delivered sometime in 2029 or late 2028, realistically around 2029. So it is a procurement process that is going to start now, but the delivery will happen later. The helicopters are likely to be delivered maybe in 24 months or sooner.
Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Ampemnyako there. We take a short break on the Midday News. When we come back, we'll tell you about how you can unwind in a pure luxury after a long day under the blazing sun, letting the stress melt away in a state-of-the-art digital jacuzzi. That's comfort, style, and innovation in one splash.
This is the Bluetooth that is connected to the TV. You can put your pen drive like DVD cassette
into here and then you watch your movie.
Yes.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like Jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
One ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial star 712 hash or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Yeah, welcome back to the Midday News, and we have sports now.
Hannah is full-time and the Black Stars have fallen 2-0 to Japan in the 2025 Kirin Cup friendly. Now, Japan's captain Takumi Minamino struck first in the 16th minute before Richu Duan added the second around the hour mark. It went from bad to worse for Ghana when midfielder Abu Francis suffered a serious ankle injury that could keep him out for a while. The Black Stars, though, will now turn their attention to their next friendly against South Korea on the 18th of November. Back to you, Hannah.
Thank you very much there for sports. Well, the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana have stated the directive by the president for public schools from basic to tertiary levels to purchase staple food items produced within Ghana will greatly improve their work. On Thursday, we heard the finance minister announce the initiative dubbed Buy Ghana, Eat Ghana is a security measure designed to create a reliable captive market for local producers, thereby guaranteeing their income and also encouraging increased domestic food production. Well, the peasant farmers will say this directive will help reduce imports and also deepen collaboration on data collection, however stressing the need for it to be a lasting policy that successive governments will uphold. Let's hear from their president, Bismarck Notti.
Collaborate with the respective admin directed at the respective districts. We will be able to come out together that for each district, this is the specific exact number of tonnage of rice we can produce, and this potential we have to do if all factors are working very well. So once we are able to do that, then there is a clear direction as to whether or not what is being produced in the district is enough to feed the schools in this district location. If it's not enough, what can we do to augment the production? If it is more than that.
Well, let's take it to Kumasi. I want you to imagine luxury and comfort while you wash down after the day's hard work under the scorching sun. That's what Latus Home is offering patrons of this year's Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair that's happening at the Kumasi Mall later this month. The enterprise is displaying its latest digital jacuzzi and both booths, which will be installed on them television, audio compartments, and comfortable seats, all at affordable prices. Listen to more.
This is our ultra-modern jacuzzi that we just brought it from Italy. So I want to show you some of the features in it. This is the Bluetooth that is connected to the TV. For the TV, you can put your pen drive, like DVD, cassette.
You can also put that also here and then you watch your movie.
Yes. Those who are building houses, they can come to Latus Home and settle down with us and also make an installment.
You don't necessarily have to bring the entire money.
Yes.
So all you have to do is visit their stands at the Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair for the variety of bathroom accessories, and that will be at the Kumasi City Mall from the 27th to the 30th of November 2025. Remember, it's just 13 days away. Noella, it must trend.
Obviously, it's trending. 2026 budget is also trending. A lot of people are happy, apparently, per what I'm seeing on social media, happy with the budget presentation. Kojo Dynamics says, in all honesty, the economy is doing well. Hashtag 2026 budget. And also I have the Ashanti Regional Minister here who is excited about what the presentation said about the Ashanti region. It says Asante Manda was Mr. President JD Mahama Piao. And that's it for what's trending.
What's trending. Thank you very much, Noella. That's it for the Midday News with me, Hannah Odame. Before we go, I remind you about tuning in to News File on the Joy News channel tomorrow at 9 a.m. and on the Joy Prime channel, you'll have to hear Prime Insight at 7 a.m. Pastor Mensa Otabel comes up next with Living Word, but you can log on to myjoyonline.com for more news.